Out there is a trilogy outside any other. Way out there beyond the Mario series. Yes, the Mario series. Out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes, and you will experience a playthrough. And a review. Our first level in the run is called Welcome to Earth, and Stage 1 mainly shows us how to control Wally. It also shows us some additional things Wally can do aside from moving around and making cubes of trash. Our next stage looks like an obstacle course, which must have been what was intended by the developers, but you actually don't need to do much in this obstacle course aside from throwing the cubes of trash at the B&L logo, and failing on your first try will bring you good luck. Stage 3 can be tricky depending on which route you take, but I personally take the platforms over the pipe puzzles, but that's really your choice. After we get the center rotated, and all the charge-up pylons, we've successfully completed level 1, hooray! Level 2 is called Directive, and it's the shortest level in the whole game. All you do here is learn how to control Eve by firing her laser at these vehicles, charging up pylons without blocks, and scanning items. After that, you just go through several races in which you try to clear your path and reach the finish line. That's 2 levels down, 7 levels to go. Level 3 is the Sandstorm, and it's all about getting Wally and Eve back to his trailer. It is considered one of the hardest levels in the game, but I personally don't buy it. After annihilating the shopping carts, we go inside the B&L Ultra Store to find an ultimate chasm. You need 15 keycards to unlock the door at the end, which does require you to go out of your way just to grab them. After that, we encounter Wall-E, our first boss. And the boss is more annoying as Wall-E doesn't take damage that easy. After the boss ends and Eve is picked up after scanning Wally's plant, we can finally get to the Axiom, hooray! Level 4 is Life on the Axiom, and considering how it's represented in the movie, you'd think it'd be pretty good. But it actually gets hard for a protagonist since Eve is now in her place, whereas Wally has left his. The level is mainly just getting to the captain's quarters, which consists of dodging humans and killing robots with cubes. The platforms are also tricky in this part of the game. After Eve arrives at the captain and they find no plant, Captain B. McCree proclaims Eve to be faulty, and their departure also ends level 4 with an unforeseen future. Level 5 claims to have good intentions, but if I told you Wally freed himself from the repair ward and stole Eve's laser, you wouldn't think so. This level is quite literally Wally on a rampage, having to shoot stewards, which in return fire their lasers back at him. This ends with the turrets boss, which is the longest boss in the entire game. Just stay as far from the center as possible and you'll be fine. Level 6 is just Wally and Eve spending time together, and it's the worst level of the entire game. You spend most of the level breaking up trash and chasing Wally as opposed to badass bosses, which was pretty unexpected here, guys. It's very hard to clean up trash as you need to quickly find all of the cubes of trash to pick up within a minute, but the level ends with Eve getting shocked by the autopilot and sent to the garbage disposal. Level 7 is 100% unsanitary, in which Wally rescues Eve from the garbage disposal. Don't ask me how he knew that. And it is an obstacle level to get through with the unpredictable platforms or the lines of trash that are pretty hard to get through. This time around I actually made it through and can now proceed with the final boss, hooray! Level 8 goes by the captain's orders, literally mind you. This is the last full level in the entire game, so it obviously hits hard with the amount of enemy robots to shoot. But after this level is complete, tragedy strikes when Wally ultimately dies in the holo detector. This obviously doesn't stop B. McCree from firing auto and hyper jump to Earth like a jerk anyways. Level 9 sort of reflects on level 2 as Eve finds replacement parts for Wally, only for her to beat the crap out of him instead of properly fixing him. I guess he died. Oh, they lived happily ever after. For what it delivered, the Wally video game by Heavy Iron brought fans a game that didn't disappoint. The game definitely has its low parts, including the slow-paced tutorials and filler content, like Eve just time racing around. However, the bosses are creative and adapted to the Wally trilogy even more, and the developers took advantage of expanding the game beyond what the movie is. And even though Wally ended with him changing Lex Luthor Jr.'s light, the Wally video game's ending is even better.